Attention. It's very important to know that the experiment I'm about to show you, you have to do it at your own responsibility and do it very, very carefully. Don't blame me. If something happens, if you break any part or you get your graphics card damaged or something like that, please don't burden me with any more. Please. Thank you. Enjoy the video. GTX 960 fan fix, and please ignore this area. It's self-explanatory. Playing games, rendering videos in Premiere Pro, and not getting as much performance out of your graphics card. GTX 960. It's not the OC version, not OC version of it, okay? It's just the normal version. Mine one is by Zotac. It's got a single fan. I'll show you later in the video. So you're playing at 60 FPS, 50 FPS, well enough. You're running hilltops or showing guys playing at Assassin's Creed, Odyssey, Origins, whatever you're playing, and suddenly your FPS starts dropping, like from 50 it's to sub 10, like 6. What? Now that's simply not acceptable. Your whatever device you're playing on, maybe it's a laptop or it's a PC, it's getting super hot. And also in India, room temperature is 34 degrees Celsius or 30. It's always above 30. It's always so hot. I can't even turn on the fan because the sound of the fan will get into the video and mess it up. So pardon my sweating. I've been facing this problem for the past few months, I'd say. I've been monitoring my hardware, graphic processor unit, the GPU is getting on. It's really what I'd say, weird, you know. I'll explain it to you in a bit. Here's the problem. We have to understand what the problem is, because I've contacted Zotac, they're on their helpline, and they don't really understand what my problem is. Let's understand it. It's the playtime, it's the FPS of the game. I was playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so it's based on that. It's the temperature of the GPU, and this is the RPM of the GPU fan, okay? So you're probably playing for about 30 minutes, and you're playing at 50 FPS right around there. And the temperature is quite faithful. It's 67 degrees Celsius. And the RPM of the fan is quite high. It's 1500 to 2000 RPM, which is, well, it's normal. 10 minutes, fast forward. 40 minutes, it's 45 FPS. And the temperature has risen 3 degrees Celsius higher, okay? And the RPM is 2100. I'd say still normal, okay, it's good, but the FPS, I've already lost 5 FPS. Now fast forward 10 minutes, you'll see that the FPS have dropped significantly. And the temperature is 85 degrees Celsius. It's getting hot. And the RPM is 1000. Now, the final part of the problem where it really becomes unplayable, and after an hour, here's the problem. The FPS have dropped to 8 to 16. 6 FPS was the lowest FPS that I got, and 16 was the highest. The temperature 95 degrees Celsius, and it was not increasing. It's something called performance throttling that they have integrated in their graphics card processor, which it won't allow it to go beyond 95 degrees Celsius. So in order to achieve that, they dip the performance of the graphics card, and that's how you land to this kind of horrible FPS. The final part. What is this? What the hell is this? This is 200 RPM of the fan speed. What? It was supposed to be like 3000 RPM or more than that. It was supposed to keep it cool. The fan was spinning in such an orientation that it was hitting the heatsink and creating sound out of it. Oh my god. So I hope you understood the problem. Great. So the principles running inside the GTX 960 we'll understand one by one. Okay, first one, the fans don't start to spin before the GPU hits 60 degrees Celsius. Why? It's in order to keep it silent. Oh, that's good. That's a great one. Good. Okay, second one. It performs optimally at 80 degrees Celsius. What what was NVIDIA thinking? 80 degrees Celsius is a sweet spot for getting 60 FPS or 80 FPS, whatever. I don't care because it's getting hot out here. And the third one, it's throttled at 95 degrees Celsius. So I think on the bright side, it shouldn't go above 95 degrees Celsius because in the general case scenarios, the Intel and the AMD CPUs are designed in such a way that they don't go beyond 100 degrees Celsius. It's the same throttling function that they have implemented into those piece of hardware. Because previously, you see, the AMD saw a video, I'm just dropping it right now. Those used to start boiling, I'd say, and it burns out, and the system crashes, the hardware gets damaged, and that was before the throttling feature came into existence. Okay, on to the next part. I contacted Zotac about what I can do, so they came up with two possible solutions that I can do. One of them was paste. They told me that one of the way you can solve this is by changing the thermal paste. I checked online and did my research. I came up with the best of the best thermal paste. They can last for like 5 to 8 years depending on the product you buy. You can see I checked about this thermal paste. There's the Arctic, there's the Grizzly, and these are the local products. And then you come up with the Cooler Master product. Those are quite expensive for me right now. No, not gonna happen. Dump that idea. Please stay away from any local thermal paste that they are selling online. Please just stay away from them. Don't buy that. Just don't. Okay. The second one, get the fan replaced. Yes, those are available, but it's only available in the US. In India, it's a completely different situation, believe me. It was not as easily available, and also whatever's available, it's ridiculously priced. And for the third one, now since the Zotac possibilities didn't work out quite well for me, so I just came up with my own solution right now. Repair the fan. That should be pretty easy. As easy as ABC. Okay. And I took out the fan like this and then tried to repair it. And the process ended with a very good news. I broke it. The final attempt. Not yet. I'm not gonna give up so soon because I need my graphics card every day. It's gonna be a great DIY project for you guys. So you'll need a few things before we start off. Zip ties, old CPU, fan, and the final thing and the most important thing is you need it. There you go, guys. We did it. We built our own custom fan for the GPU, and it's working up and running flawlessly, seamlessly, and it's been keeping the graphic card very cool. We've been playing games very smoothly now. It worked. Like, share, down there, the red button you have there, you know, it's subscribe, just hit it. I hope you enjoyed. Keep supporting. I'll come up with more exciting stuff like this. Thank you. When I was taking apart this dynamo, I picked this up, this small part, and yeah, it came out. And this was the axle that was helping the fan to spin. This is where the fan was attached. It's fairly easy to dismantle it actually. I don't know, it was jammed somehow and the fan got broke. You can see that it's very dirty inside, and this is why it's been not spinning fluidly and giving us all the problems. So that's one of the things that I could come up with. There you go.